After being iseki'd, our gents have turned from cartoon characters to D&D players. And I, Nappa, am their guide to find their friends and escape this world. This is Gentquests! Where we last left off, our gents have split up to do side quests. The team of Commando, Satan, Alan, and Leslie have went off to find the Lost Construct quest. Okay, so does anybody even remotely know what we're looking for? Beats the hell out of me, it could be anything. Could be a golem, could be a vehicle, could be a watch, I don't know.
Technically, I'm a construct, so it could be someone like me too.
Yeah, but who'd lose an entire Warforge? I don't know, I'd still put my money on the golem.
Or maybe the watch.
Wait a minute. Where'd Leslie go? God damn it!
Why? Every time, why?
Leslie, you can't keep running off on your own like this. Meow! It doesn't matter if we're not standing around doing anything, we got a plan! Meow!
There's a difference between being a barbarian and just being reckless.
Meow! Okay, now you're just arguing semantics. After wandering around for 3 hours, Leslie and the others finally stumble across an elf wearing blue and orange robes, surrounded by 4 Warforged, when what looks like a clay golem. So I'm guessing this is the Lost Construct.
No, we shouldn't just jump to conclusions.
No, this is it. So I guess we gotta strategize of how we're gonna get that. Meow, 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 meow.
What? Who are you?
Gods! You know, at this point, I think it might actually serve her right to just let her character die.
Oh, that's horrible!
But not inaccurate.
Wait, I recognize you four. You're wanted criminals! Guards, seize them at once!
And just like that, roll initiative! Ha! Not the best rolls out there for you guys, is it? But regardless, up first is Leslie! Meow. Okay, Rage, Reckless, and Berserker. And you're having Relentless. Alright, go ahead and roll for attack. No surprise that hit, roll damage. Okay, and you do have a second attack, so go ahead and roll. And that's going to hit no matter which roll you take, so go ahead and do damage. Alright, and that's that. Meow. Okay, taking advantage of Berserker Rage. Bonus action attack. And thus making a cubic metric fuck ton of damage. Go ahead and roll. Okay, robot's hurting pretty badly. But now it is Commando's turn. Well, let's see. I'm gonna run over here and, crap. I can't hit them without taking the dash action, which leave me vulnerable. Tell you what. How about I decide to use my class ability and cast my Frightful Presence on them? Okay, that means the robots and the sorcerer have to make a will save. Let's do this! In a miraculous turn of events, all 5 of them fail their wisdom saving throw. I guess after having one barbarian, Goliath, charge at them, and now having an elephant man fully armored charging at them, it kinda made all the robots and the elves shit their pants.
Wait, Commando can cast Frightful Presence this entire time?
Why didn't you do that sooner? It's not as though that I planned to keep it a secret. I just forgot. You dumbass! And with that, it is now the elf sorcerer's turn. Now, upon you using fear upon him, he's most afraid of you most of all, Commando. So you see him as he chants a spell, and you see the earth mold and maneuver beneath you, and soon a giant earthly hand erupts from the depths with Maximilian's earthly grasp, and you're going to have to make a save. Ah, shit. Should have thought ahead. What's the only thing I could do? Well, that plus stuff definitely saves your ass. Great. However, you see him channeling that same earthly grasp at another one of your allies as it goes swiftly to Alan.
Wait, why me?
Because you have a gun, and guns are dangerous. He's not wrong. Wow. Surprising everybody, you actually make the save.
Thank God.
You're welcome. But that's not all. Oh, Jesus Christ, what else can this guy do? Well, you see him channel more sorcerer bullshit. And now he's able to cast a magical spell as a bonus action. And he casts Fireball. Oh, God damn it! No!
Oh no!
But Leslie is just out of reach. Meow! Fuck you! Okay, you three need to make a dex save. Well, alright. Because Alan got a nat 20, he manages to escape the fiery explosion unharmed.
Hooray!
Lucky bastard. How do you get 2 high rolls in a row? As for you two, Commando, you didn't quite make the save, but Satan, you actually did make the save. You know, that actually makes sense for me. And thus, it's time to roll damage. Okay, mostly 1s and 2s, nothing too terrible. But, Commando, you still take the full brunt of that, while Satan, you only take half damage. But after that, we have Alan!
Well, first of all, I'm going to move over here so I can get a clear shot at that wizard.
Sorcerer.
Whatever. And, let's see, is there anything visibly metal on him?
Not from what you can tell. It's mostly robes. But the Warforged are made of metal.
I feel like he's the more dangerous threat. I'm going to use my rope of climbing and try to grapple him.
Oh, okay. Unusual move. But a welcome one. You pull out your rope of climbing and you try to lasso the sorcerer with it. He is going to have to contest its strength. So let's see what he rolls. And that's a nat dud. So he is officially grappled. If you manage to get him grappled with it again, he will be considered restrained. But now every attack has advantage against his grapple.
Oh, great! I'm also going to shoot him with my Eldritch Cannon.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Wait, don't I have to make an attack roll?
Normally with regular weapons, yes, but this is a class function. So you can just roll damage.
Oh, sweet.
Wait, so he doesn't... Oh, that is so bullshit. Artificers are broken. Wow, that is even almost just under max damage. Okay, so you hit him with your Eldritch Cannon, and normally he would be pushed 5 feet back, but because he is restrained by your rope of climbing, he stays put. So up next we have Satan. Well, I'm just gonna go with what works. I'm going to use Eldritch Blast. 2 beams on that one Warforged that Leslie's fighting. I'm trying to knock him out. What the hell is that red shot? We're trying to mix in effects for spells that we don't have minis for. So, yeah. Go ahead and roll to see if you hit. It's a 20! The desire and need to protect your friend from the inevitable slaughter that's about to happen boosts your magical potential from your Eldritch deity. That is me. That is you. So that you can blast that Warforged to oblivion, landing both of your Eldritch blasts, dealing a whopping 18 damage. While that blast was incredibly powerful, it's still not enough to take down this lone Warforged. And speaking of which, it is now their turn. So, first things first, the one that's near Leslie is going to attack Leslie. and let's see what happens. Apparently, Satan did more damage with those Eldritch Blasts than he thought, cause he was only hanging on by a literal thread. As he tries to attack LEZZLIE, his body just sort of breaks down, crumbling before you, and it is down. Now the other one is going to try to avenge his comrade, but keep in mind, he is still under the influence of Commando's Frighten ability. So all of his movements cannot go anywhere near Commando. On top of that, while Commando is still in his presence, he has disadvantage on all of his attacks. So he charges at LEZZLIE instead, trying to avenge his comrade, and let's see what damage he's able to deal. Now aren't you happy that Commando went through the trouble of frightening them? Meow. Indeed, his attack misses completely, as he's unable to hit your armor class. As for the other two Warforged, well, because of Frighten, they must take the long way around, as they both use their dash actions in order to get to Satan and Alan, because they physically are too scared to go near Commando.
Oh, man.
Well, at least they can't attack for a turn. Indeed. But now, we're back on top of the turn order, which means LEZZLIE! Meow. Yeah, relentless berserker rage. Let's go! Once again, we gotta be thinking that relentless for advantage. Narrowly avoided a nat 1 there. So go ahead and roll damage. Okay, middle of the road damage. But go ahead and make your next attack. Once again, narrowly avoiding a nat 1 with an 18. Roll damage! Okay, a slightly weaker strike, but still a lot of damage. Go ahead and make your Berserker bonus attack. 20. After failing to narrowly escape 2 critical fails, LEZZLIE, the Goliath kitty, has been fed up and rages beyond the point of Berserker, dealing a whopping 30 damage! That was more than the freaking fireball! Meow! And she's using Second Wind! So even more attacks! Go ahead and roll, LEZZLIE! You're gonna knock this thing down in 1 turn! Okay, not another crit, but you do manage to hit it. Roll damage. Okay, now we're getting some high-end rolls. LEZZLIE manages to do a lot of damage that turn. And you do have a bonus action with Second Wind, so you can use it to attack if you wish. Meow. Okay, roll. And yet again, LEZZLIE avoids a nat 1 with Relentless. So go ahead and roll damage. And with the absolute onslaught of death and destruction and whacking things with an axe, the Warforged finally crumbles before LEZZLIE and goes down. Hooah! And up next we have Commando. Considering that thing took at least 5 attacks before actually conceding, how much HP do these Warforged freaking have? I mean, one of those was a crit. You know what? I'm still going after the wizard, though. Sorcerer, whatever. And I'm going to try to attack him while he's still restrained by Alan's rope. Okay, keep in mind you do have advantage because he is grappled, not restrained. There is a difference. Roll. Okay, pretty low, but that still hits. And I'm also going to throw in Divine Smite in there. Okay, you really need to tell me these things ahead of time. Otherwise, I might not count it next time. But I'll let you do it. Go ahead and roll a d8 on top of your d10. Okay, 12 plus stuff. He is still standing, but he is hurting. Alright, I'm also going to use my second attack for another slash. Alright, keep in mind you did already use Divine Smite, so you can't use it this time. That's fair. Okay, that is definitely going to hit. Roll damage. And that plus stuff, the sorcerer goes down. And thus the two Warforged remain. And it is now Alan's turn.
Well, because it worked out so well last time, I'm going to use my rope of climbing, and then I'm going to restrain one of the Warforged. The one that's attacking Satan specifically.
Oh, thanks.
No problem.
Okay, he's got to contest the rope, so let's see how well he does. Strength save! Sorry, Alan. These things are actually much stronger than a sorcerer, so they're able to contest the strength effectively.
Oh, well that's unfortunate. But I can still roll for my Eldritch Cannon.
And that you can! Go ahead and roll! 12 damage on the dot. And with that, it is Satan's turn. Okay, so I got one of these fuckers in front of me, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack it. And I'm also going to be using the spell Wrathful Smite. Okay, getting a spell cast by the Warlock. That's, again, pretty rare. Go ahead and roll to see if it hits. And that plus stuff will hit. So go ahead and roll damage with 1d6 extra damage for a Wrathful Smite. Alright, not terrible on the dice rolls. 7 is nothing to sneeze at for just a basic short sword attack. But he also now has to make a wisdom saving throw due to your Wrathful Smite. And he fails. And now he suffers from fear. But now not only is he afraid of Commando, but he's afraid of you. You know, this fear ability is actually coming in very handy. It does, doesn't it? So, what are you gonna do now? Well, I did see that I have an extra attack, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack again. Right, keep in mind, unless it's a cantrip, you cannot cast another spell. That is fair. I don't know what I expected at this point. This is a nat 20 bargain sale. Taking advantage of the hesitation the Warforged felt as you use Wrathful Smite, you create a secondary attack, which launches directly across the Warforged's chest, dealing a whopping 17 damage. And yet he's still not down. Dammit. And it is now the Warforged's turn. Now, the Golden Warforged still in front of you, Satan, is in a no-win situation. Because behind him, he's afraid of Commando, but in front of him, he's afraid of you. So he's gonna start swinging wildly with disadvantage against you. Let's go! And even with disadvantage, that hits. Oh, fuck. Okay, it's not as bad as it could have been. That is nearly max damage. Yeah, 1 point away from max damage, which is still better. That's not the point. And now we have the one next to Alan, making an attack roll against him.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna hit.
Yes, that's gonna hit.
Again, not as bad as it can be. How did you roll the exact same damage twice? And with that, we go back to LEZZLIE.
Meow.
Okay, she's charging the Warforged that's attacking Alan with Berserker Relentless Rage. Roll. Traveling dice is still hittable dice. Roll damage. A high-end swing manages to break a lot of damage. Go ahead and make your second attack. And again, LEZZLIE is saved from a nat 1 with Relentless. This hot power is too strong. Roll damage. But unfortunately, it is on the lower end. But you get one final bonus action as an attack. Berserk, bitch! Ow. And that is definitely going to hit. Roll damage. And once again on the modest end of damage. But because you used your action surge already, you can't use it again until you finish a long or short rest. I forget which. But in the meantime, it is Commando's turn. Well, I'm going to be charging that Warforged that LEZZLIE is attacking. And I'm going to try to finish the job. Okay, roll your attack. Normally that would miss, but thanks to your guided blade ability as a paladin, it actually does hit, so go ahead. And I also will do Divine Smite, yeah. Go ahead and roll. Strong, yes, but it hasn't cut him down yet. Now for my second attack. Right, keep in mind, no Divine Smite. Right. I don't even know what I was expecting. With his death in sight and victory near, the conquest of your elephant heritage within you burns with a fiery passion as you deal a devastating blow, dealing a whopping 24 damage. And with that attack, he goes down. And now it is Alan's turn.
Right. So, I'm gonna try to grapple the Warforged again?
Okay, you use your rope of climbing to grapple the Warforged. He's gotta make a strength save. And you did it! With that, the Warforged is grappled!
Sweet! Now I'm gonna fire my Eldritch Cannon at him again!
Okay, you roll! A solid straight 10 damage is dealt to him in the back while he is restrained. And now it is Satan's turn. Keep in mind, all your attacks now have advantage. Sweet, I'm going to cast Branding Smite, and I'm taking him out. Right, I think this is the last attack, or the last spell you can actually cast without a cantrip. That is correct. And so, roll with advantage. And that is a hit. You get +2 D6 to your roll because you did cast Branding Smite. A modest amount of damage with all that dice is still a lot of damage. And I make my second attack. Okay, roll with advantage. That is a hit. Let's see if you can actually bring him down. And with that final blow, the last Warforged goes down! Meaning you win! Da 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 da! Sweet!
You know what we have to do now?
Of course! Meow! Loot the bodies! Loot the bodies! Loot the bodies! Meow! Okay, everybody make an investigation check. Okay, fairly low rolls from everybody. So, each of you find 10 gold on your respected guys. Alan, upon the elf's corpse, you also find 5 sticks of incense. But Satan, because your roll was so high, you managed to find a weird book that has some serious arcane juice coming off of it. On the front, it reads Golem Crafting Manual. Oh, hell yeah!
I feel you should probably give that to me.
Don't you have enough magical items? I think we're all missing the elephant in the room. Remember why we were here in the first place? That guy? Yeah, that's a clay golem if I've ever seen one. So, how do we transport it? I don't know.
Maybe we can coerce it?
How are we supposed to coerce it? I don't even think it understands us. It didn't do anything during the fight. Oh, I got an idea. I have this spell called Command. I might be able to tell it to do what it wants by using the command spell. Okay, if that's what you want to do, It's gotta make a wisdom saving throw. Alright, so the clay golem has failed its saving throws and is now completely obedient to you, Commando. However, it will only obey simple commands, such as the word grovel, flee, drop, approach, or come. Yeah, come. That's funny. It's sexual. And so, you managed to collect the golem. Meow.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, the sooner we're done with this quest, the sooner we can get our rewards and leave. Okay. Follow me. And so the clay golem follows you. And now we have all returned with a clock and a construct. What's with the non-painted mini there, Olga? Not every painted mini will be painted by the time of their usage.
Okay, so we got the clock.
And we got the construct. So that means there's only one test left to free Tuna from Olga's debts.
We have to take on...
Meow.
The Necromancer. That is indeed correct! Tune in next time on Gentquests for the fight of the Gents versus the Undead. Fuck. After being a Sekid, our Gents have turned from cartoon characters to D&D players. And I, Nappa, am their guide to find their friends and escape this world. This is Gentquests!